You know, I did a story on the Millionaire Morning Show today, and it was of a man in Milwaukee. And this man was a white man, and he was a bartender, right? And he would jump from club to club and space to space. And it wasn't until a black woman became missing that we start putting two and two together, and now the news is all over it. You know why? Because they arrested him. And he had a sex dungeon in his basement. And was multiple different women that's now coming forward and saying, oh man, I got invited to his house too. Oh man, I got invited to this house too. And women are sitting there and saying, oh girl, we need to be divestors. And you know where they finding that girl? They haven't found her head yet. You know where they found it? They found her body part. They found a leg here and an arm there. Chopped her up. He ain't even saying nothing. He don't even want to talk no more. He just sitting there, stoic, stone face. Did the unthinkable to that girl. Beautiful black woman. It's not safe for y'all either. They pushing y'all over on subways in New York. They knocking y'all in the face as y'all walk down the street. And you know what y'all saying? Oh my God, help us. And we saying, I thought that y'all wanted to be equal and you didn't need us. Because every day, every single day, you know what they tell us? We don't need you. We don't need a man. And now you're being hunted because they know that you by yourself. They know that you alone. Don't you know that a predator understands its prey? He don't just automatically just jump on it and pounce on it. He stalks you. Don't you know that all of these men that are simping to you and pandering to you, they are hunting you, that you the prey? See, here's the difference between the guys that understand and the guys that's really hunting you, okay? So the guys that understand, we trying to warn you, hey, don't do that. Don't go down that path. If you open up Pandora's box, you'll never be able to put the genie back into the bottle. Don't do it, girl. Don't break up your family. It's going to be a lifetime and so many generations before somebody comes back and break that family curse and get the family back together. And you're going to suffer and you're going to lose everything and you're going to be for the streets and this nigga going to give you diseases and he going to fuck you and leave you alone. And this guy is not necessarily going to care anything about you. And you think that it's going to be greener on the other side, but it's not. Don't break up your family. And you know what you said to us? Like, I don't need you. You don't like us anyway. You like men. Ad hominem attack. Ad hominem attack. Don't you know that we telling you this because we warning you and we want to fix you and we want to keep your family together and we want what's best for your children? You think we get something out of telling you that you're not doing what you're supposed to do? It's going to be hard out here in these streets. Don't you know that the majority of the people that's actually getting evicted is women? But the way that they keep you distracted is by saying, well, women is becoming the number one homeowners. But they're not also telling you that the women are the ones that's getting evicted and foreclosed on. So they're not giving you the context. They're not giving you the application. They're not giving you the in-between to help you to understand and source through the information because anybody can spit out data if they even know it. Most people just spit out talking points that they heard from somebody else. They telling you, women, oh my God, they out here buying all of the homes and they boss bitches. Black women, black women, black women. How? It's a gap here. Okay, let me show you where the gap is. The data tells me, on average, black women are practically last in their earnings. This is not my opinion. This is not me trying to down you. This is just me telling you the truth. If they're earning less than their men, and on average, black women is like number 54 in demographics in the United States of America, literally the richest country in the world still, even though we don't like what the fuck is going on over in Oakland, even though we don't like what's going on in San Francisco, and you can't walk down the street without putting your foot in some doo-doo, even though we see what's happening over in Chicago and the taxes is high and they continuing to get migrant money, they just got another $70 million on top of what they budgeted for the year for migrants. Even though we see what's happening over in New York, even though we see what's happening down in Florida and y'all stealing with y'all bonnets on and y'all fucking up the money, even though we see all of this is happening, they still selling you this. Oh, you a boss chick. Yeah, go to school, become a social worker, go and major in theater, Go and get your underwater basket weaving degree. Women in STEM. And so you take out all of these student loans and you finance your lifestyle. And then you go down there to this major university and you get indoctrinated and you become a liberal and then you get fucked on and then you become a single baby mama and then you still want to get yourself together. So I'm a boss chick and I don't need no man anyway and all of this stuff, right? And then you go about living your life and you think that you cool until you not. And all you've done your entire life is create chaos, confusion, and misaligning people with wrong information. And so now somebody else got to come by and pick up the pieces. You know why? Because we got to be the ones that give our tax dollars away. Because Biden didn't forgive your student loans. I did. Time Dog did that. And Mr. Lott did that. And Kay Cooper did that. And Mary Alonzo did that. And Fannie P did that. And Faith did that. And Leak did that. And Isaiah did that. And ABJ's Wise, Strong, and Safe did that. You know why? Because they took our money in order to sell you on them getting back in office to forgive your student loans. Because you got a self-inflicted wound on something that you should have never been in the first place. You should have never been out there trying to compete with me because you can't. And now you're suffering, and it's reflected in our society, and we see it in the way that you vote and the fact that you raising a son husband, and this dude has got to be a step crash dummy in order to come in. He's supposed to have his own family. God said that this man is a good man and he's supposed to be for the community and taking care of business. But now he got to sidestep his path in order to align with you in order to make sure that you're taken care of because you had a child out of wedlock and you knew better for it. But then you over here praying for God to send you a husband in a church from a pimp, a pastor, that's selling you on how it is that you're supposed to give and tithe your tithes to the church and pray for a man. And then he going to send you one. And he pimping you, pandering to you, preaching the word of God to you. And so then these panderers and these simps, you don't really want them because you want the king simp. See, the king simp is very similar to the man that's warning you. And the king simp has a level of masculinity, but he's leveraging the fact that he understands your femininity against you. And so he hunts you. And he's not a reflection of what he advocates for. And the God even said that you will know them by their fruits. So if y'all such believers and y'all in church every day, then how come the person that you following can't bear fruit? How come their life is not a reflection of what it is that you want your life to be like? But you push against the people that have the fruit. And so again, they're hunting you. So they're leveraging their masculinity in order to give you a visual representation of what you think you want in order to sell you a product that you don't need. And then all of the men that come behind and agree with them, they doing it to get your attention, but you don't even want them. Because I know and you know that the men that you really want, you don't want no simp, you don't want no panderer. You know, you want a guy that can take control and take over what it is that you got going on so that you don't have to do the things that you wasn't ordained to do and you wasn't built to do in the first place. Why you want to be me? I don't want to be you. Why you don't want to stay in your place? What's so difficult about you submitting?